Hey yo, what's up everyone? This is me, SAWATARIX, aka SAWATARIX of Magic Online, and today I have a kind of unusual but super interesting match I'm gonna show you, cause we have a sponsored match between JS2. He is a well-known Korean streamer, very good. Like I think he has also been on like high stake events in the past. And it's gonna be between him and me on Doomsday today. He's gonna be playing Polluted Delta, which is basically the hardest matchup for Doomsday, so it's gonna be rough. But the special thing about this this challenge is that we got a sponsor, Spunky011 from Korea. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And the idea is that we're gonna play a best of 3, and whoever wins this round is gonna take $50 US. Well, you know, it's a trophy. And the crazy part is we are going to do this 5 times. So, if I, for whatever reason, if I happen to win all 5 best of 3s, then it's gonna be $250. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna warn you. Because it is definitely not Doomsday. Like it's not even a remotely good matchup for Doomsday. In fact, it's a fairly terrifying matchup, and especially if my opponent is somewhat of a decent Magic player, then it could kind of turn out abysmal. But we gotta see about that. As we jump into the match already, it has started. There we go. Okay, so this is match number 1, game number 1. Doomsday, Grixis Doomsday. I can show you the deck list later, but it's basically the same deck list from the Legacy Challenge where I top 8'd recently. And this is our first opening hand. I don't like it. Okay. I mean, this hand has lands. That's not a bad thing. But it does have a lot of the cards you don't want. So Personal Tutor is kind of bad against Polluted Delta because of Ragavan, and so is Force of Will. And like as much as Force of Will looks like a decent card against counter magic, it also trades 1 for 2. Personal Tutor, like those both cards well, are a card disadvantage, and we are already on 6, so I think we have to go down on 5. Okay, well this is way better. Let's keep this. Let's bottom Ideas Unbound, and I think Force of Will, because it is clearly the worst card in this hand, and I don't think that we ever get to a point in this game where we can Force of Will something. Okay, well they got a Ragavan. Okay, so this game might be over real quickly. Okay, we drew a Force of Will anyway. And given that we are on a mulligan to 5, let's see here. Given that we are on a mulligan to 5, we have to kind of like go all in. There is not much time for us to play around things, and like for example this, like Duress Force Thoughtseize, like it's typically not bad, but against an active Ragavan and us being on a mulligan to 5, I don't think we can keep any of those, and we have to be as aggressive as possible. So like if we win this game, then it should be backed up by a lot of luck, I want to say. Okay, they got rid of Delta. Okay, Delva, sure. Wasteland, shit. Okay. We got a cycle, we need to hit land. Okay, we didn't. If this gets dazed, then we are probably dead. Okay, well, I mean, I can force back, but you're miles behind here. We are miles behind. Because like even if our Honda resolves, we need to find land, and like we are so far away from doing anything here, and they are guaranteed to flip the Delta next turn. Okay. Like Doomsday is not bad, but I'm gonna brainstorm response to the Ragavan attack. Let's see first what they flip with Ponda. Okay, Ponda's fine. Now I'm gonna brainstorm to kind of like abuse Ragavan to get more card filtering, and also okay, wow, these are terrible cards. Holy shit. Okay. He's gonna exile Force of Will. Yeah. And basically we need to combo out. Yeah, okay, well, we did. Okay. Right. Okay, well, that's kind of like exactly what... Oops. No. It's kind of like what you expect against Delver. Like, it's already a bad matchup and you mulligan to 5. It's and they start with turn on Ragavan. It's kind of abysmal. You bought in against Delver. You bought in 2 copies of Duress and Cavern of Souls. Oops. Holy shit. Let me quickly... I think I'm way too bright in this video. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay. Better, okay. We bought in 2 copies of Duress, a Cavern of Souls, and the full set of Pact of Negation. So we're gonna bring in everything here. The cards we're gonna take out are Force of Will and Personal Tutor. Like as you saw in game 1 on the mulligan to 6, we had both Personal Tutor and Force of Will, and both of those cards are like not really what we wanna see against Delver. This setup at least it makes it so that we can fight with this card the turn before we cast Doomsday, and during our combo turn we have 8 0 mana counters. If we happen to resolve Doomsday like accidentally on turn 1 or turn 2, then we can always use Cavern as a backup to make things real secure. And typically you should also keep in all Thoughtseize and all Street Wraith as much as they hurt. And so I saw JS2's decklist already, and basically his this is what I'm gonna fight against. So we are looking at a pretty stock Delver deck, except that he doesn't even play the bad cards. So like he doesn't even play the what's it called, the 6 mana, the 6 burn spell, Unholy Heat. He doesn't even play that. He instead plays a Pyroblast main, which is also really good against us. He plays Surgical Extraction, 2 Nasty, Code of Cunning, and Pyroblast in the sideboard. So is that this matchup is not gonna be easy at all. Like I was kind of hoping that my opponent also plays like Unholy Heats in this main deck at least, so we have some number of cards we can ignore, but like literally everything in his deck is pretty powerful against Doomsday. So I'm gonna see, this hand is decent. I like it a lot. Okay, opponent also kept 7. Let's go ahead and Preordain here. We don't need Pact. We also don't need Edge of Autumn. We do need, okay, Thoughtseize is not bad. We do need to find Doomsday kind of ASAP. We have a lot of things lined up here. We do have the Pact. We do have the Thoughtseize. And Ragavan would be unfortunate. Well, there's Ragavan. But we might, if we find Doomsday soon enough, then we might have a shot here. Let's lead with Thoughtseize. Let's see what's up. Okay, Force of Negation, Expressive Iteration times 2, Dragon Rage Channel, and the Pyroblast. Let's take the Force of Negation here. And basically now they can't Pyroblast us, so I wanna use this opportunity to cast Brainstorm now. Ooh, okay, this is not a good Brainstorm. Okay, so what do I want my opponent to exile? I want to say Street Wraith. Maybe the Pact of Negation. Maybe that's better. So we still have to find Doomsday. And he can also okay, so he's gonna make his second land drop and also creates a treasure token so he can expressive iteration plus Pyroblast. Okay. I feel like we have to get rid of this Street Wraith. So and unfortunately we have to draw the Thassa's Oracle. So let's do it like this. Put Street Wraith back on top. My opponent's gonna Ragavan away the Street Wraith. And yeah. I think this is probably how we wanna go about things. Oops. Yeah. Okay, the exile Street Wraith. And what is this? Expressive iteration? I assume, yeah. So if they hold up red mana for Pyroblast, we need to Duress first because our Preordain is somewhat important. If we don't resolve this Preordain, then again, like we are kind of on the back foot here. Ooh, okay. Why did it? Interesting. Okay, so no Pyroblast, huh? Interesting. Okay, I take it. Okay, so we have a fresh top card, top library, so we don't need to fetch just now. Dark Ritual Daze are definitely not the cards I'm looking for. Honda is better. There's Doomsday. Okay, so let's think about this. We can Doomsday this turn. We could Doomsday this turn. Let's see here. So, like we're gonna take Doomsday no matter what. The problem, the question is like, do we cast Brainstorm and do we cast Doomsday and say go? Like that would be the ideal scenario because then like next we drop to 7. We drop to 7 life. They probably can't kill us next turn. And if Doomsday resolves, then we have a somewhat secure next turn because of Pact of Negation and Duress, so we can do like an Ideas Unbound pile and don't worry about it. If we take Doomsday and not cast it this turn, then they hit us for probably 3 up to 5 damage. We drop to 10. And then we cast Doomsday. Next time we drop to 5, and then we can't win anymore because we need a draw spell. So I think the best chance here is that, and given that we already know 3 of the hand cards in the hand, like Pyroblast, Expressive Iteration, and Scalding Tarn, they have 2 unknowns. It is, and like since it is so unlikely that we win next turn with Doomsday, given that we don't have a cycler or like a draw effect. I wanna jam Doomsday this turn. Because I think if it resolves here, then we have a decent shot next turn of winning the game. In fact, with Pact of Negation backup. Okay, wow, it resolved. Interesting. Okay, so and now we have to make a pile that also beats a Ragavan attack. So I'm gonna put in Edges of Autumn. They are awesome against Ragavan. Okay, and we also have to make a pile that's also somewhat resilient against the surgical extraction. So that's another thing to keep in mind here. Double Edge of Autumn, Cavern of Souls are pretty much set. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Given that we already have Pact of Negation, Duress, this is all good. I think the last cards we want to put in are probably... We are not gonna care about the... we are not gonna empty our whole library. That's gonna be the idea. So I think it's gonna be like this. So we're gonna put the 2 edges on top. The middle card is gonna be Cavern of Souls. We wanna draw that, and then the last 2 cards are gonna be Volcanic Island and Delta. And the reason here is that we don't care about Delta and Volcanic. We only care about etching into Cavern of Souls next turn and backing it up with Duress and Pact of Negation. But if they somehow manage to shuffle our library, then at least we also have more mana sources here on the bottom. So we don't necessarily... 7... Yeah, so we don't necessarily... Daggers. Also, if they have Lightning Bolt, we die anyway, so I think this is a decent pile here. Yeah. Okay, so Volcanic and Delta, they don't mean anything on the bottom. Cavern of Souls, and then 2 Edge of Autumn. And I don't mind, I don't mind if he skips his attack. He can attack, or he can double bluff and don't attack. It's gonna be the same outcome. And we know at least they have a Pyroblast, so this pact is real valuable. Okay, they cast some expressive iteration. Surveil is fine. Let's hope they don't... Oh wow, okay, the bottom creatures, so they have 5 power. Okay. We also beat Wasteland, by the way. We gotta see what they do. So they didn't have a counter last turn. Like, they didn't have a Daze and also no Force of Will. So we might have a decent chance here, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, down to 2 life. Okay. I mean, if they have Lightning Bolt, then we are dead no matter what. So that's also the reason why I didn't make a pile to that also empties our library, because it doesn't matter. Okay. So okay, they have at least a Pyroblast. Let's start off with a Duress on them. Okay, so what do they have? They do have Pyroblast, Red Elemental. Oh gosh, this literally beats everything we have. Oh gosh, why is it triple Pyroblast? Holy shit. Yeah, that unfortunately does that. Yeah, this does get the job done. I mean, I don't think that my opponent will fall in this trap here, because like he can't counter, but he can destroy Oracle. Yeah, and that's gonna be match number 1, I'm pretty sure. Damn, it's a lot of hate. Holy shit.